In Jalebi jungle, amidst beautiful plants, streams and clear blue skies, many animals, birds and insects lived happily together. There were big animals, medium animals and little animals, and also creatures so small that you couldn't see them. But they were there. These tiny invisible creatures called the microbes helped everyone stay healthy. Well, a few bad ones, like the viruses, tried hard to make everyone sick. And sometimes they did. Sherdil, a kind lion, was the king of the jungle. There was also a Lumri, the clever fox, who loved to sing. Wash your paws often, scrubbity, scrubbity, scrub. Wash your paws often, scrubbity, scrubbity, scrub. Count till 20 as you rub, rub, rub. Be active, helpful and kind. Play games to sharpen your mind. If you still fall sick, you'll be well again. Quick, quick, quick. And so, life in the jungle continued with its occasional sorrows and frequent joys. One day, Jalebi jungle had a new visitor, a dog named Koto. The friendly Jalebians crowded around him. Koto loved the attention and decided to stay in the jungle for some time. A few days later, Koto was sick. Now Dr. Lomri came, gave him medicine and sang her song. Wash your paws often, scrubbity, scrubbity, scrub. Count till 20 as you rub, rub, rub. Take your medicine and some rest. We'll look after you. You are our guest. So she told Koto to cover his mouth with a leaf when coughing or sneezing, and cheerfully went on her way. Before coming to Jalebi jungle, Koto had been on an island where many animals were sick. An army of evil green viruses called Coronasaurs were on the loose there and were attacking everyone. They jumped on Koto's face too, but he didn't know that. He had no idea that the terrible Coronasaurs had come to Jalebi jungle with him. The hospitable Jalebians did their best to look after their guest. They sat with him, stroked his back, held his paw, and offered their best wishes. As for the wicked Coronasaurs, they attacked anyone who came close to Koto. From his body they jumped all over the place. Boing, boing, spring, boing, spring, boing. If he forgot to cover his mouth with leaf and coughed or sneezed, they rolled the little droplets of his saliva and spread sickness wherever they landed. In a short while, Koto recovered, but soon other animals in the jungle fell ill. The horrible Coronasaurs had attacked Jalebi jungle. Dr. Lomri, who was running around all day and night tending to the sick, fell sick too. Oh, poor Dr. Lomri. Now King Sherdil was worried. Never before had so many animals, birds and insects in different places all fallen sick at the same time. They were catching the same infection and very quickly too. Now this was a pandemic. He went to Dr. Lomri for advice. After all, doctors are experts. Dr. Lomri, wearing a leaf mask, requested the king to stand away from her. Your Highness, a dangerous army of Coronasaurs have entered Jalebi jungle and are making everyone sick. From animals' paws, they crawl into their noses and mouths and cause illness, the doctor said. The king listened intently. Then Dr. Lomri smiled and said, The good news is there are superheroes who can fight the Coronasaurs. These are the soap wengers. The Coronasaurs are terrified of them because when they come into contact with water, they start fighting the Coronasaurs and kill them. Shirdil was intrigued. That afternoon, he called the elders of the jungle and told them about the wicked Coronasaurs and the superhero soap wengers who could fight them. Cheetah and Flamingo both said, Scrubbity scrub, scrubbity scrub, we will help the soap wengers knock down the Coronasaurs. Now Baboon said that no one should touch their faces. Crocodile said, Everyone must wear a mask when leaving home. Zebra suggested Jalebi jungle be closed to all visitors for a while. Tiger said, Stay away from each other for the next few days. Imagine that there is an enormous elephant sleeping between you and your friend. But remember, staying away does not mean we are alone. We will listen to, believe in, and comfort each other and look after our children and elderly. By the time Shirdil and the elders finished talking, the sun was setting. Thank you for your wonderful ideas. I will come back tomorrow with a plan, said the king. The next morning at sunrise, Shirdil went to the top of the highest hill in Jalebi jungle and roared. Hearing the king's call, all animals, big, medium-sized, small, tiny, and invisible, all rushed to hear what their king had to say. In a serious voice, the king said, Our beautiful jungle has been attacked. Dangerous viruses called Coronasaurs are making many amongst us sick. He then smiled a big smile and said, However, we have amongst us some brilliant superheroes who can fight the Coronasaurs and beat them. They are the soap wengers. Hearing this, the animals clapped. The birds flew overhead, flapping their wings in agreement, and insects jiggled with delight. But the tiny, invisible Coronasaurs turned blue with fear. From the next day onwards, every morning a herd of elephants lined up with their trunks full of clean water loaded with millions of soap wengers, ready to give animals a daily shower and fight any Coronasaurs that came in the way. The monkeys collected soft leaves from trees to deliver to every home in the jungle. Remember to throw used leaves into the basket to prevent the Coronasaurs from spreading, they told everyone. Social plans, events, and play dates were called off. Schools were closed. Teachers prepared lessons and birds delivered them to each student's home. At study time, Parents often found their children smiling and giggling to themselves as they worked. Teachers had hidden jokes and funny stories in the middle of lessons to keep the little ones cheerful. Cats and zebras patrolled the jungle to make sure all animals obeyed orders. Everyone at Jalebi Jungle worked together to fight the Coronasaurs. They even shared their food whenever they had enough to spare. The earth provides enough for everyone's need, King Shirdal had told them. Over time, everyone in the jungle was healthy again. Schools reopened and life got back to normal. The Jalebians learned that sharing and caring for each other made them feel warm, happy, and content. They loved feeling this way and continued to look after each other with kindness and compassion. One sunlit, bright and cheery morning, Shirdal once again went to the top of the highest hill in Jalebi Jungle and roared. Hearing the king's call, all animals, birds, and insects arrived. Then he cheerfully sang, "We washed our paws, we won the wars, and knocked down all the Coronasaurs. Staying away from each other was hard work. It often felt sore. However, dear friends, with help from the scavengers, Jalebi Jungle has won the war." The animals, birds, and insects cheered and clapped and hugged each other with joy. Hurrah for the scavengers! Hurrah for Jalebi Jungle! As for Koto, he thanked the Jalebians for their hospitality and said goodbye. It was time for him to set off on new adventures. And once again, in Jalebi Jungle, amidst beautiful plants, rivers, clear blue skies, the animals, birds, insects, and microbes lived happily together. They rejoiced in the bright sunshine during the day, and at night rested peacefully under starlit skies.